bitch, okay? I got that bad, okay? I'm on these, okay? I'm on the flight.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And all the way up to the 46. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it here. This is James White. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. A give. This is Michel. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jordan Phillips, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going deep for Benjamin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. 319. 319. Hot.
Looking to throw on second down. Higgins. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And now out come the Patriots. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw. Higgins eluding the pressure right. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. A pitch out to Drake. Shedding the tackle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of it.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It's complete to Graham. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, spinning away. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You had horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. They'll buy some time right. They're complete. This is Albert Wilson. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, Higgins. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw is Wilson. Looking to throw on second down. And a dump off to White. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be third down. Wilson. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now here come the Dolphins, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39!
To throw on second down, Higgins. He's got a man, complete. He got 29 yards that time.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff for Drake. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
From the gun, Higgins buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Counter play, Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Higgins. Flush to his right. Able to locate Wilson. They'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Escaping the pressure right. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Wilson to Michelle on the dump off. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to fire one deep up, and that's caught inside the 35. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
19.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And this is caught at the 8. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Throwing again here, Wilson. And it's caught. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he spins through. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw on second down. Higgins flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on third down, Higgins. And to the left side here, Wilson. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Wilson to throw on second down. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On the ground is Michel, and he'll get this one up to the 26. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Come on, let's go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds, but that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Wide, get wide.
Operating from the gun, Higgins. Steps away to his left. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Back now in Miami. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On 1st down, Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up giving this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On second down, Michelle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. This is White. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Higgins. It's caught. Stills, right side. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's complete. Stills. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Off play action. Higgins. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Spins past it. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here trying to preserve the lead. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jordan Phillips in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. New England on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Dolphins, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for New England, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles